Dr. Sarah Chen's headlamp cut through the perpetual twilight of Kepler 442b as she approached the structure that had haunted her dreams for 3 months. The temple, if that's what it was, rose from the jungle floor like a geometric cancer. Its surface is too smooth to be natural, too alien to be human. "Base camp, this is Chen," she whispered into her comm unit. "I'm at the entrance. The seals are definitely artificial, but the material, it's not matching any known construction techniques." Static crackled back through the humid air. "Copy that, Chen. Remember, if those atmospheric readings spike, you abort immediately. We still don't know what killed the previous expedition." Sarah ran her gloved fingers along the seamless surface. 3 weeks of scanning had revealed no entry points, no obvious mechanisms. But yesterday's deep penetration radar had shown something impossible, a hollow chamber at the center, and within it, movement. The breakthrough had come from pattern recognition software, analyzing the temple's surface geometry. What appeared to be decorative ridges were actually a complex lock mechanism, requiring precise pressure points to be activated in sequence. Sarah had spent 18 hours calculating the combination based on the mathematical constants embedded in the structure's proportions. She pressed her palm against the first activation point. The temple hummed a subsonic vibration that she felt in her bones. One by one, she triggered the sequence: Fibonacci spirals, prime number progressions, the golden ratio expressed in alien mathematics. The wall dissolved. Not opened, not slid aside, dissolved, like sugar in water, revealing a corridor that stretched into perfect darkness. The air that rushed out carried scents of ozone and something else, something organic and wrong. Sarah checked her atmospheric readings. Oxygen levels were compatible, radiation minimal. But her hands shook as she adjusted her recorder. "Base camp, I'm going in." The entrance sealed itself behind me, but my suit's maintaining contact through quantum entanglement relay. The corridor was a study in impossible architecture. The walls curved in directions that hurt to perceive directly, creating the illusion of walking uphill, while her instruments insisted she was moving on level ground. Bioluminescent panels awakened at her approach, casting light that seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere. After what felt like hours, but registered as 12 minutes on her chronometer, Sarah reached the central chamber. It was vast. Her headlamp couldn't find the far wall. In the center stood a crystalline structure that pulsed with soft purple light. And beside it, waiting as if it had known she would come, stood something that had once been alive. The being was roughly humanoid, but wrong in every detail. Too tall, joints that bent in impossible directions, skin that seemed to shift between solid matter and translucent energy. It wore no clothing, needed none. Its form was somehow both ancient and eternal. "You are not the ones who built this place," it said, without moving what might have been its mouth. The words formed directly in Sarah's mind, carrying harmonics of vast loneliness. Sarah's training kicked in despite her terror. First contact protocols, xenobiological assessment, diplomatic considerations. "No," she managed. "We're human. From Earth. We found this temple while surveying this planet for colonization." The being's head tilted in what might have been amusement. Colonization. Such a young species word. We called it becoming when we still had words for such things. "We? Your people built this. My people built many things. Temples, cities, civilizations that spanned galaxies. We were the architects of meaning, the weavers of purpose, until we learned that meaning is temporary and purpose is illusion." The being gestured to the crystalline structure. "This is what remains of us. A repository of everything we achieved, everything we learned, everything we became." Sarah stepped closer, her scientific curiosity overriding her fear. The crystal contained layers upon layers of data star maps, technological schematics, philosophical treatises, art forms that existed in 11 dimensions. Why are you showing me this? Because you asked the right question by opening the door. Not how, but why. Not seeking power, but understanding. The being's form flickered, becoming more translucent. We transcended flesh eons ago, became creatures of pure thought and energy. But transcendence, we learned, is just another word for extinction. We lost the ability to create, to grow, to change. We became perfect, and perfection is death. Then why stay? Why guard this place? The being was silent for so long that Sarah wondered if it had faded away entirely. When it finally spoke, its mental voice carried the weight of geological ages. Because we hoped someone would come. Someone young, imperfect, still capable of making mistakes and learning from them. Someone who could take what we preserved and make it new again. Sarah realized she was crying inside her helmet. You're giving this to us? All of it? We're giving you the chance to do better than we did. To achieve without transcending, to grow without losing what makes you essentially. You. The being began to fade more rapidly now. The temple will open its secrets to your people, but slowly, carefully. Not all knowledge should be gained at once. Promise me this promise, that you will remain gloriously, beautifully imperfect. I promise, Sarah whispered. The being smiled. She was sure it smiled, though its features held no resemblance to anything human. Then our vigil ends, and yours begins. Use our knowledge wisely, young architect. Build meaning that lasts not because it is eternal, but because it grows. The purple light pulsed once, brilliantly, and the being was gone. But the crystal remained, and within it, Sarah could sense vast libraries of knowledge waiting to be explored. Not a treasure to be seized, but a responsibility to be shouldered. Her comm unit crackled to life. Shh, Chin. We're reading massive energy fluctuations from your location. What's your status? Sarah looked around the chamber, now lit by steady bioluminescent panels, revealing detailed star charts and equations carved into the walls. The temple was welcoming them, preparing to share its secrets with species still young enough to grow. Base camp, she said, her voice steady with newfound purpose. Prepare the xenorchaeology teams. We're going to be here for a very long time. And contact Earth, tell them we've found something that's going to change everything. As she began documenting the chamber, Sarah realized the true gift the architects had given humanity wasn't their technology or knowledge. It was perspective, the understanding that imperfection, growth, and the capacity for change weren't flaws to be transcended, but the very essence of what made life worth living. The ruins around her suddenly felt less like a tomb and more like a classroom, waiting to teach lessons that could